1971 to 1974. Strat-O-Matic Excel Carryover League. Brought to you by the Shrimp Trawler.
Game 18, Rockies and Braves.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to the 1971-74 Carryover League. Another opening day in the Carryover League today. A game between the Colorado Rockies and the Atlanta Braves. Colorado, known for their slugging, ability to walk, hit homers, and strike out, kind of assembled upon that. Defense was not a big deal. Pitching's not a big deal. They have one way of building their expansion roster. And that makes this game even more fun because their opponent is the Atlanta Braves, who in their little ballpark had a bunch of guys hit ridiculous home runs. Oh my goodness. You had Dusty Baker at 17, Gar 12, but Hank Aaron had 47, Darrell Evans 41, Davey Johnson 43. They had to trade Earl Williams in the offseason. He was tearing it up. They traded Earl Williams for Davey Johnson. So we expect a big barrage of the long ball today here in Atlanta. The Colorado Rockies in Atlanta on opening day. Your opening day pitchers for your Colorado Rockies, kind of a lifetime Rocky, Ron Reed. Well, actually, ironically, pitched for the Braves in '72. 11-15 with a 3.93 ERA in 213 innings. Well, the Braves don't have him to kick around anymore, do they? They can't blame him for not making the playoffs with this incredible offense, I suppose. They will send, of course, Phil Niekro out there. 16-12 with a 3.06 ERA in '72. And let's get started from Atlanta. They are all out there in the left field bleachers right by the fence trying to catch something. Trying to catch batting practice during the game, as they say. So we'll get started here, and leading off for Colorado is Joe LaHood. 1-7's a walk. Batting second, Don Money. 6'10", third X. Third baseman is Darrell Evans, a 3.23 at third. And Darrell boots this ground ball. The Rockies have the first two batters on. For Terry Crowley. 46. Oh, hits Niekro. Double 1 of 5, single the rest. That is a double for Terry Crowley. Wow. Surprising number 3 hitter on this team. Needs a lot of walks on his card to make up for the bad batting average. So you got second and third, nobody out for Rick Auerbach. 1-3, Ripey question mark. Do you want to run Don Money here? 15 runner, 16-17. Against the -2 of Hank, got to run it on a 15. And he scores on a 5. The runner on second with 1 out and 2 runs in, Rick Monday. 2-8 for Monday, double 1 of 4. It's a single ... That'll score Crowley, 3-0. And it's Dave Kingman. 48 is a K, and with 2 outs, J.C. Martin. 39 is hit by the pitch. We keep going. 2 on and 2 outs for Andy Costco. 65 flies to center field. 3-0 for your visitors. And here comes the devastating offense of the Atlanta Braves. Leading off with Maury Wills. 1-9, Maury walks. That's what he's supposed to do. Be stealer, but he's not going to get thrown out stealing. Not with these monsters behind him. Dusty Baker. 2-7, that's a single. Single to right field. Wills will hold a second. Just go station to station early in this thing. And now you got Ralph Garr with 2 on and nobody out. The pitch to Garr. 2-8 is a 6-4-3 double play. Just what the Rockies needed there. Maury Wills goes to third, and it'll be Hank Aaron. 57 is a strikeout. And Ron Reed survived 1 inning. The first one, he survived. We'll see how long he can continue the magic act. Leading off in the second, Don Mason. 2-7 to liner to first. Joe LaHood, 3-11, pops to second. And Don Money, 58, flies to right. Bottom of the second. It'll be Darrell Evans, 66, second X. And second baseman is Mason, a 2E30 second baseman. Eddie boots the ball, makes the error. Don't want to do that against these guys, put unnecessary extra runners on. Davey Johnson, 1-6 is a walk. 2 on for Frank Tepedino. 56 flies to right. Rico Carty batting 8th now. He had 366 last year. Well, he actually is hitting 277, but he's still batting 8th a couple years later. 66 for Carty is short X. Oh boy, our box of 4E44 at short. Did I mention that the team doesn't have good defense? Yeah. That's an error. Bases are loaded, 1 out for Mersey Oates and Johnny Oates. 210 is a bases loaded walk, and it's 3-2-1. Maury Wills, we got to read the infield up. He's an 8 bunter. 311 is center, be question mark. Do we want to run Davey Johnson? Let's see, Davey. A 12, a 13, a 14. What's in center field? -1 arm? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to let Dusty Baker go for a grand slam here, or something more, even dangerous. We'll see. Dusty Baker, the pitch. 1-3 is a hit by the pitch. The dreaded bases loaded hit by pitch is an RBI. It's 3-2. Bases loaded, nothing earned this inning. And here is Ralph Garr. 5-10 off of Reed is center X. What do we have out there? We've got, Rick Monday's decent. A 2E9 center field. He's got to get this one. 2, and he cannot. The 2 center fielder of Monday surrenders a single ... That hurts. That'll leave a mark on these Colorado Rockies as they blow the lead. And it's now 4-3 Atlanta. Runners in the corners and 2 outs. And Hank Aaron. May as well take a look at him, folks. Here's Hank Aaron. I don't believe they even made this thing. I guess it really happened. So Hank Aaron's 1971, 327, 47 home runs, and just a total destruction of Major League Baseball in the process, or at least National League Baseball in the process. And I think he got the MVP once. Johnny Bench has been winning it, but then Hank Aaron, I think I got it once. Anyway, no, was it Hank Aaron? I think it was. Anyway, runners on the corners for Hank Aaron. 310 is a walk, reloading the bases with 4 runs in, and it's Darrell Evans. 1-9 for Darrell Evans. Oh, they're going to get a break, maybe. Homer 1-2, fly ball the rest, and my goodness, he missed that. And that helps the Rockies. But you can see what this Atlanta team can do when they put their mind to it. My goodness, folks. 4 runs on 1 hit, 2 errors, and 4 walks, and a ball in the warning track. So we'll go to the third, 4-3 game. Terry Crowley. This could be a long one, folks. This could be 14-12 by the time we're all done, after a bunch of well-pitched games previous to this. Terry Crowley, 37, pops the third. Rick Auerbach, 2-6, is his single. Rick Monday, 46, double 1-5, base hit off of Necro. Here come the Rockies. Dave Kingman, 6'10", third X. Darrell's a 3E23, made a mistake earlier. It's a ground ball B that will score a run. As they played back, they don't really care if they lose the lead. That's 4-4. Fielder's choice, I'll take it. They'll get another 4 runs or in the next few innings. J.C. Martin with 2 outs, strikes out. 4-4 tie, bottom of the third. Davey Johnson. 68 is a single 1-7 chance. He gets it on a 5. Frank Tepedino, 1-3, is a 4-6-3 double play. And with 2 outs, it's Rico Suave, 2-9, grounds the third. All right, we go to the fourth. Andy Costco. 2-4 flies to center. Don Mason, 2-3 lines to first. And Joe LaHood, 69, is a fly to center. Necro with a 3-up and 3-down inning for the second time. Bottom of the fourth. Johnny Oates, 37 is a K. Maury Wills, 46. Single 1-18 off of Reed is a single. It'll be Dusty Baker. 1-6 is a strikeout. And with 2 outs, it'll be Ralph Garr. 37 flies to right field, just like that. We go to the fifth, tied at 4. Don Money leads off. 1-8 is a single for the B Steeler. You got a -1 arm for Oates. He'll stay put for Terry Crowley. 1-9 is single 1-12. And he gets it on the 6. 2 on, nobody out for Rick Auerbach. 52, pops the 3rd. Rick Monday. 3-6, he's on again, folks. Maybe not. It might not be. It's single 1-4, line out the rest. And it's line out the rest. Tough break there. And 2 outs for Dave Kingman. 1-10, let's take a look at the Dave Kingman card. Perfect Colorado Rocky. If you want homers, walks, and strikeouts, better call Dave. 1971. Really his highest batting average until that famous year in 79, where he hits the 48 home runs for the Cubs. But in 71, he's hitting 278 and 115 at-bats with all this power. 6 homers, 9 walks, 10 doubles, and 2 triples. A lot of extra base hits on this card besides the home runs. Fun card for the Colorado Rockies. And of course, the Giants certainly didn't need him. The Giants had Willie McCovey during this time. So 110 is your double to left field. That will score money. Crowley, on the other hand, always a 10 runner. 10, 11, 12, and your left fielder's got a +1 arm, 13. Now he's got to hold by 1. So second and third with 2 outs. It'll be J.C. Martin. 39, J.C. is hit by the pitch again. He keeps leaning into the balls there. Leaning into the knuckleball. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And it's Andy Costco. 2-3, rolls is short. We got a 5-4 game. Let's pause a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
Okay, bottom of the 5th. 5-4 Rockies. It's Hank Aaron. 210, you saw the card. That's going to be a base hit. Darrell Evans. 68 is a single off of Reed to right field. Aaron's not going to show. The Braves have decent speed, but they just choose not to take extra bases because they know, just sit where you're at and wait for the 3-run homer or better. So here is Davey Johnson, speak of the devil, with his 40-some homers. 2-7 just misses a 3-run homer and strikes out. Frank Tepedino. 2-8 is a 6-4-3 double play. Well, that's the drawback of not taking the extra bases. You hit the double plays. And they've hit into 3 of them, and that's what's kept Colorado in this thing. 5-4 in the 6th. Don Mason. 39 is a Mason single. Joe LaHood. 66 pops the second. Don Money, 46, double 1-5, base hit, and they're getting to Necro with regularity today, folks. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Money has some speed, so they'll go up and hold. Gotta use the plus anyway. 1-7 for Crowley is your walk, and that will load these bases for Rick Auerbach. Time to take a look at this guy, Rick Auerbach. My goodness, hit 342 in 74 and 73 at bats, and the Colorado Rockies are the beneficiary. Yeah, these extra player cards. I have some restrictions on the guys who hit over 370, like Manny Mota and Roger Freed, where they can only get 3 plate appearances in a game with their 77 cards. But otherwise, most of the other, fringe player cards, I let them play because it's a short league, and frankly, these expansion teams are so horrible. They need performances like this just to keep the balance in the league. So here's Rick Auerbach. The base is loaded, 1 out. They're going to play back. The pitch to Rick Auerbach. 39, and he gets that single dot, and it's going to hurt. 2-run single there. And your Rockies are up 7-4 here in Hotlanta. Runners on the corners for Rick Monday. Maybe you should think about bringing it up sooner or later. They're going to bring it up. 4-12 off Necro. It's sacked by left field. Doesn't matter. You got a runner at first with 2 outs, and it's Dave Kingman. 3-10 is a strikeout. Well, it's time to wake up, Atlanta. I know you got your 4 runs in the 2nd inning, but you're down 4 again. And, yeah, it's the 6th inning, and Ron Reed is still out there. So here we go. Rico Carty. 48, that's a base hit. stay out of the double play. Johnny Oates, 2-2. Oh, they cannot stay out of the double play. It is a 3-6-3 double play on the Oates card. That is number 4 today. And now we know why this game is going where it's going. The Braves have put men on in every inning. It's not homers and doubles, I get it, but they've shot themselves in the foot. And, yeah. Maury Wills, 2 outs in the 6th. 47 is a walk. No, it doesn't matter about stealing here. It's 2 outs. So Dusty Baker, 1-8 is a strikeout. Negro, one of the few pitchers who gives up 8 runs all pitch to the 7th because of the knuckleball, and he has a rubber kind of arm. He had 282 innings, which is kind of low for him. He's normally over 300 in this era. But here we go, J.C. Martin. 111, lines of third, does not lean in and get hit by the pitch. Andy Costco, 3-6 is a K. And Don Mason, 2-8 is a pop to second. Stretch time here. Here we are in Hotlanta, Georgia. And we are listening to the 73 in the timeline LP of Little Feats, Dixie Chicken, Roll 'em Easy, Fat Man in the Bathtub, Dixie Chicken. Great LP from the deep, dirty South, as they like to say down there. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's the meat of the order. Their bullpen's okay, is Colorado. And Reed is a starter, 8, and he does a 4-run lead. We'll give him a little bit of a leash here on opening day. And it'll be Ralph Garr. 38 for Garr. Flies to center. Hank Aaron, 410. Oh, there you go. Homer, 1-13 off the Reed card. And that is gone. It is 8-5. Darrell Evans, 310. Flies to center. And Davy Johnson, 4-8. Single. And it's getting dicey here. You might want to get a lefty in here sooner or later. They're going to go, they're going to fight and claw for a victory today. Ron Reed will leave. Let's see. Do you want to go Merritt here? I'm going to go Jim Merritt in the 7th inning. Jim Merritt was put on waivers by his previous team. Could have been the Reds, could have been the Astros, can't remember. And the Rockies picked him up for a second left in the bullpen, joining Schellenbach. He comes on in the 7th. This will get Tepedino out of the game, at least. He does not have a hit in this card against lefties. And that complicates matters because that puts Kurt Motton into the game. Oh boy. So Kurt Motton will bat for Frank Tepedino here. Motton acquired in the Davy Johnson trade, along with Johnny Oates for Earl Williams and some other players. The Orioles picked up Gail Hopkins and somebody else, can't remember. Kurt Motton, here is the pitch. 58 off of Merritt is fly ball to left, and that is your inning. So Motton, Hank Aaron will go into the play first base for this team. Hank Aaron's a 3-9 at first base as he's getting up there in age, so he'll fill in at first base where Tepedino was. Motton will go into the outfield. And everything else will stay the same. In an 8-5 game into the 8th inning, it's opening day. Let's not tax the starter, particularly when he's getting lit up for 8 runs. And get into this Atlanta bullpen. We'll go Mike McQueen in the 8th. McQueen, a young 20-year-old, but he pitched as a 19-year-old in 1970, did a decent job. Now his card has been improved. He'll face Joe LaHood. 410, third X. Again, we have our 323 third baseman, but this time a single off Darrell Evans. Not having the greatest day in the field. Don Money. 45 off McQueen, homer 1-7, double the rest. He's got power, he rolls a 3, and Mr. McQueen gives up a 2-run homer. And it's 10-5. Now you got Terry Crowley, the DH, he can leave. Crowley will leave, and it'll be Joe Liss will pinch hit for him against McQueen. Just to Joe Liss, 5'11", second X. Second baseman Johnson's a 3-34. He makes the play. We have an out. 1 out. We got Rick Auerbach. 2-7 is a K. And with 2 outs, we have Rick Monday. 49, short X. This is Maury Wills, the 319. And that is your inning. Okay, bottom of the 8th inning. Merritt. They'll continue through at least Johnny Oates. And here we go. Rico Cardi with a 5-run lead. 63. Pitcher X, Merritt, is an E18. He's a 2. E18. He still surrenders the error. Cardi's on at first. Batting for Johnny Oates will be Paul Casanova. You can go back to a righty here if you want. Yeah, they will. So Merritt will leave after just the one batter. They'll go to Klimkowski in the 8th. Ron Klimkowski, 2-2, the 3.40 ERA for the 71 Oakland A's. Not anymore. Now he's doing it for the Colorado Rockies. In the 8th with a runner at first against the righty, the new righty catcher, Paul Casanova. 66, triple on a 13, fly ball the rest, and that is going to be, you got it, triple. Here comes Atlanta. They're within a grand slam, and that's the type of team that enjoys that notion. Casanova at third, nobody out, and top of the lineup, here we go, Maury Wills. 68, oh, there's a walk. That's what you don't want to do. First and third, playing back for Dusty Baker. 59, right C, we have an out. 5 more to get. Playing back for Ralph Garr. Nope, you got to play it up for Ralph Garr. It's an A-bunter. 2-7, and that is your base hit because you had to play it up for the A-bunter, and that gets another cheap run in for the Braves. And it's 10-7. And now Hank Aaron is your tie run as Klimkowski is kicking this into the pond. Runners on the corners, playing back. Got to hold Ralph Garr too. He's an A-stealer, yep. And it'll be Hank Aaron who homered his last at-bat. The pitch to Hank. 57 is a K. And with 2 outs, it's Darrell Evans. 2-5 is a walk, and the bases are loaded for Davy Johnson. You know, there's a lot of excitement in Atlanta. I mean, this is a team that could be down 10-5, and they're right in it, and their fans love it. So here we are, bases loaded, 2 outs. Davy Johnson, let's show you the card. Only had 43 home runs. Your number 6 hitter. Third consecutive 40-plus homer hitter in the lineup. The pitch to Davy Johnson. 1-8, that's going to be, a single 1-7 chance, but he misses it on a 10. Huge break for the Rockies. An entire column of on base, except for single 1-7, line out the rest, and a 10 is rolled. You'd think it's not the Braves' day, right? Well, they're still in it, folks. 10-7, the inning ends. We go to the 9th. McQueen will leave. We'll go Hal Haydell in the 9th, acquired in the offseason from the Twins. Haydell as a Twin was 4.2 with 4.28 ERA, 40 innings. The pitch to Dave Kingman. 110 is a double to left field. J.C. Martin. 2-7 is a single to center. Kingman, does he challenge the -1 number Baker? It's 15-1-4. He's got to on a 14. And he scores on a 13. And it's now back to 11-7. Another 4-run lead for Atlanta. Boy, they need every single one of these runs. Andy Costco. 33, flies to right. Don Mason, 45, second C. The runner goes to second with 2 outs for Joe LaHood. 2-9 for LaHood. Let's check out the Joe LaHood card. Acquired from Milwaukee, through Boston, through Texas. I don't remember how many teams he went through. 72, 237 hitter with 12 home runs, but he's got the 45 walks and 316 at-bats, was what they like. This card looks... If you want to know what Terry Crowley's card looks like, who bats third for the Rockies, it's the same as your LaHood's card, so I only have to show you one. Got the same column of homers and walks and that sort of thing. 2-9, triple 1-9 double. That is a double, and that will score that runner, J.C. Martin. It is 12-7 again. And it's Don Money. This is like Sunday morning slow pitch softball, is it not, folks? Nice little break from the rest of that, you know, those Don Sutton, Bob Gibson battles we've been watching, and you know, these 1-0 games we've been seeing, and so forth. So we got our Sunday morning slow pitch festival here. Don Money with a runner at second and 2 outs. 68 is a walk. Do we get a slaughter rule? I don't know. You have to be up by 10, I think. Joe Liss. 67, another walk. That'll load the bases. For Rick Auerbach, the 342 hitter, with the bases loaded and 2 outs in a 12-7 game. Rick Auerbach, 37, single 1 of 4, line out the rest. He lines out the rest. You need to hit better than 342 to get a single there. You probably need to hit like 352. But I only hit 342, therefore it's just a single 1 of 4 chance. And the inning is over, 12-7. Do we go to the closer? Yeah. 8 innings in the books. And who's leading off? Oh, Montan's leading off. Oh yeah, you gotta go Mel Queen here. I'm trying to think if they can get out of having Kurt Montan have to bat. Let's see. Because he doesn't have any hits on his card. They need an outfielder. Oh, Rico Carty can play the outfield, and you can move the... Yeah, they're going to go Marty Perez. The last guy on the bench will bat for Kurt Montan, as Montan does not have a hit on his card against righties. So Marty Perez will lead off in the bottom of the 9th for Atlanta. Down 5. They got him right where they want him. Down 5. The pitch to Marty Perez. 56 is a K. I didn't show you Mel Queen. Here, let me give you Mel Queen's information here. Mel Queen, 71 Angel, a .177 ERA in 66 innings. And the Angels had a ton of pitching, by the way, in 71 and 72. And not enough hitting. And Mel Queen slipped away in the expansion draft to the Rockies, who are glad to have him. And we have a strikeout to lead off the bottom of the 9th. All right, it's Rico Carty. 2-7 is a walk. Paul Casanova. 53, first C. Runner at second with 2 outs, and sold up to Maury Wills to keep this thing going. 2-9. Oh, he does. Triple 1 to 3, single dot dot. That's a triple, and that makes it a 12-8 game. We're within a grand slam again. The Atlanta Braves, always within a grand slam. That's their slogan. You can dump 12 runs on them. They don't care. They're within a grand slam usually. Runner at third with 2 outs, and now you got Baker, Gar, and Aaron. If they all reach and homer, yeah, it'll be tied. So here's Dusty Baker. 33 for Baker is a ground ball to third. And that finally is opening day here. 3.5 hour marathon, 12-8 affair. And let's break up the Colorado Rockies for beating the big bad Atlanta Braves on opening day. So McQueen does get a save in the bottom half. Hit a walk and a K. Hit a run, walk and a K. Klimkowski. Jeez, he gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 was earned, 2 walks, and a K. Jim Merrick at the final out in the 7th. They gave up an unearned run in the 8th. Reed does get the win. The Braves do a remarkable job of not getting hits, but getting a ton of walks. So, 9 hits for Ron Reed in 6 2/3. Gave up 5 runs. Only 1 was earned because of all those errors in the 2nd inning. Did walk 6, struck out 5. Haydel in the 9th. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3 hits and 3 runs. 2 walks. You know, the Braves could work on their relief pitching. They got the back end down with Drabowski and Tom House, but their long guys aren't so much. McQueen, 2 hits, 2 runs on a K. And really, Negro was pretty awful today as well. Negro, 10 hits, 7 runs. 8 runs, excuse me. Only 2 runs for Haydel in the 9th, not 3. 8 runs for, in the 1st inning, we had some unearned runs there. 6 earned, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Just a mess of a box score. 1009, 0109, 1215, 912. 12-15, 8-12. 12-15, 8-12, 12-15, 8-12. Hold on 1 second. Reed gave up 5 runs. Klimkowski only gave up 1 run. I got you. There we go. 1-0-0-9, 0-1-0-9, 12-15, 8-12. 6-5, 9-7, 9-7, 6-5. Game 1, Colorado and Atlanta. And these two teams just did a number on my previously fantastic league ERA, which is a real shame. You battle to have a nice, good, low league ERA. And all you need is a couple blowouts. And they skew the results for the whole darn year because, let's face it, you can't get a negative run game to balance it out. So if you get like a 17-14 Donnybrook, it's really going to mess things up for your whole league that year. In this case, it was just 12-8 with some unearned runs in there. So 18 games in, it's not that bad. The damage wasn't too bad because of the great pitching we saw in the Las Vegas Mets, Cardinals, Dodgers series that we just played. So league's hitting 258 with a 3.19 ERA through 18 games. Atlanta in game 2 will send the young Buzz Capros, the magnificent 74 card, in game 2, and the Rockies will send Dick Drago. We'll play games 2, 3 in Colorado, 4 in Colorado necessary, and game 5 back in Atlanta, and give you the results of this series at the end of the video. Thanks for checking this out. We'll see you next time. Well, baseball fans, here's your box score for opening day. The Colorado Rockies beat the Braves 12-8. Sloppy affair, lots of base runners and so forth. So do the Braves come back in game 2 and get a split at home? And the answer is sure. And we finally get a crisply pitched and played game. Number 2 starters, Dick Drago for Colorado. Buzz Capra, brilliant 74 card for him. Boy, that was an outlier year. Magnificent card. It's funny, I remember, what's his name for Detroit? Mark Fidrich in 76 had that miraculous year. But you need to look a little closer at what Buzz Capra did in 74 for Atlanta. Probably had a better year than Fidrich did in 76. And it was a miraculous year. He's got pitches on 3 days rest with no hits on his card against righties. I've never seen that for a rotating pitcher before. Anyway, Capra, 8 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, a 2-run homer by Don Money. 3-2 final. Dick Drago did himself fine. 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, only 2 were earned. It was in the 7th inning. Darrell Evans breaks a 2-2 tie with an RBI single. Braves even the series, a game apiece. Let's go to Colorado. The series tied. Rockies win 2 games at home, series is over. Lose 2 at home, series is over. In the wrong way. Game number 3. George Stone and John Cumberland, battle of lefties. And the Braves finally get this thing cranked up. Yeah, Dusty Baker homer. Yep, Hank Aaron homer. Oh boy, a bunch of hits and walks in the 3rd and 4th inning. And it's 7-1. And Colorado just cannot recover, and they lose 9-2. George Stone, 6 innings, 5 hits and 2 runs. Cumberland gets lit up in 4 2/3, 9 hits, 7 runs. They empty the bullpen trying to make it competitive. They cannot. So just like that, Atlanta has won 2 straight, and now they have reclaimed home field. Rockies need to win a game 4 to force a game 5 back in hot Atlanta. And we got a nice extra inning game here with number 4 starters Tom Kelly and Al Fitzmaurice. Early on, the Braves are having their way again. Yeah, that's another Hank Aaron homer. That's a Davey Johnson homer. That's a Marty Perez put in the game because Ralph Garr got injured. So Marty Perez comes in and hits an RBI triple and scores a run. That's a nice little effort there. Here's Don Money, another 2-run homer. It's 5-2. 6th inning, the Rockies make it closer. Dave Kingman, 2-run homer. It's 5-4. Bottom of the 8th with Mo Drabowski coming out of the Brave pen. An RBI single by Andy Costco. We got a 5-5 game that goes into extra innings. Atlanta uses all 4 of their relievers. They went McQueen, Drabowski, Tom House, and Hal Haydel. And the Rockies went Schellenbach, Queen, and Klimkowski. Ultimately, this game went into the 12th inning. And of course, you know a homer's going to win it for one of these teams. Dusty Baker solo shot in the top of the 12th. And the remaining drama is that long guy Hal Haydell, the last pitcher, is going to have to close this thing out as the other pitchers have maxed out. And Hal Haydell gets Joe LaHood to strike out, gives up a double to Don Money, tying run at second in the 12th. He gets Joe List to fly to center, and the big bat of Rick Auerbach, the 342 hitter, he strikes out to end the game and does not get a hit in this contest. Oh boy, tough start for the Rockies. They lose 6-5 at home in a Game 4 and break up those Atlanta Braves after losing embarrassingly on opening day. They rip off 3 straight wins, and the Atlanta Braves are on top of the National League East with a record of 3-1. That's it today. We'll see you next time.